In this training program, we have few of our leaders. I welcome our Devanelli Chairman, Senior Satish Kumar sir, Senior Siddhgangaya sir, and R.V. Bhaskar sir, and Bangalore Legion Chairman, R.V. Bhaskar sir, and A.V. Bhaskar sir. I welcome you all in this training program. And also, I welcome our past National Vice President, Senior Basuraj Mudbaglu sir. And all the participants, I welcome this training program. Let us all enjoy the training by our national leader, international trainer from our Varghese Vaidyan sir. Chairman sir, for this privilege.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Renukananda, for welcoming all the past presents, including our today's chief guest, our beloved NP sir. Now, opening remarks. Good evening, all. Bangalore Legion is conducting this webinar training programs through Zoom link successfully. This is the 7th T-paid training program. Being the chairman of trainers grade and vice president training of Bangalore Legion, I welcome you all once again, and I thank personally all making your precious time to be here today. Let us hear about Vangaurd leadership from our beloved National President. I request Senior A.V. Bhaskar for recognitions. Over to A.V. Bhaskar, Secretary of the Bangalore Region.
Okay. Thank you for the privilege, J.C. Srinivas. I would like to recognize the presence of our beloved National President, Senior Varghese Vaidyan. Recognize the presence of Shiv Kumar, President Vijaypura. Recognize the presence of Yamar Jayesha, National Director. Senior Renukananda, Bangalore Central. Past President Guru Prasad. Ajit Kumar, Senior Shiv Prasad, past National Director. President Kempanna of Shitlaghatta Senior Chamber. Mr. Alvin from Udupi Temple City. Kempanna from Shitlaghatta. National Vice President, past National Vice President, Senior Basuraj Mudbagil, and other people who have come from other chapters also. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Senior A.V. Bhaskar, for recognizing all the participants. Now I request our Legion President, Senior R.V. Bhaskar, President Bangalore Legion, for the introduction of today's chief guest. Over to R.V. Bhaskar.
Chairman. Thanks, Chairman.
Thank
Well,
you.
I noticed a spectacular. Hello. Finally, ಕೆಲವರು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರೇ.
Please, I request the participants to mute yourselves.
I noticed a spectacular combination in the prefix and suffix of our beloved National President, Senior Professor Varghese Vaidyan. Professor and Vaidyan. Professor invariably an accomplished academician imparting knowledge, and Vaidyan meaning doctor, a person who cures. Well, I think our NP is balancing both the nomenclatures immaculately well. As professor, he is educating our SCI members value of the Vanguard leadership, and as Vaidyan, curing illness of the roadblocks in members to grow up as leaders. Moving further, let me unravel the glorious and impeccable rise in the journey of life of our NP. He was the principal of St. Mary's College in his native town, Sultan Bateri. He is professor of chemistry, and as Vaidyan, probably this helps for him to read the chemistry of people. Well, his services is motivating innumerable capabilities in various organizations like JCs, Lions, and senior chambers, that were the helm of affairs. He's been the governor, the president, and so many other portfolios. Well, Professor has served as a coordinator in several, councils of national importance, national bodies. As an individual, he is a stickler for punctuality, self-discipline, and humility. He is accessible by every grassroots level of this SCI organization. Well, to complement, he has an impetus in his wife, Sheila, who was the retired principal of Jayashree Arts and Science College, Wayanad. Is blessed with 3 children, highly qualified engineers. What a laudable journey and personality, Mr. Vaidyan. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Senior R.V. Bhaskar, President, Bangalore Region, for a nice introduction of our beloved National President. Sir, now this floor is open to you, sir. Over to you, our beloved National President.
Yes, thank you, President Bhaskar ji, for the nice words of introduction. I'm happy and delighted to join SCI Bangalore on this platform, Zoom platform, with a training session. I can see about 17 participants. I hope others will also join. I can see leaders of Bangalore, not only Bangalore, from other areas also I can see. I hope others will join now. I will start. I will share my slide now. Share കൊടുത്താൽ മതി.
We can make a slideshow, slide 1.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yes.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. My slide is full screen now.
Yes, sir.
Is it full screen?
Full screen.
Yeah,
Wonderful, thank you.
yes, sir. It's audible now. Yes.
There should be somebody to help me out. In case of any break, technology always at times leads to confusions. So support me if needed. As it is working properly. Thank you so much. Chinu. Chinu, slide slide just a minute.
Okay, okay, sir.
Slide മാറണമെങ്കിൽ next slide. My slide is moving. Can you, Srinivas, please help me out?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving, sir. Moving, sir.
Is it
Yes,
a
sir.
new slide? Is it a new
Yes,
slide?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
With session objectives?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is moving. Now
Yes,
it is
sir.
the third slide.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Leadership is mobilizing, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
correct.
Fine. That is fine. Okay, now I think I start. We have a group of people who are interested in training. I'm sure that more people will join. Now we have about 18 participants here, and I hope in another few minutes others will join. Whatever it is, I will move onwards. I'll move now with my small session on leadership fundamentals. There's a saying, don't bring coal to Newcastle. You're familiar with that statement or not? Don't bring coal to Newcastle. Have you heard that statement? Anyone? Can make it interactive. Can anyone respond, unmute and speak? Don't bring coal to Newcastle. heard it or not.
Yes, sir. Castles are usually at the hilltop. It's already cold there. So there is no
Yes,
need.
Newcastle is famous for cold, so we don't have to carry
We don't
the
have to
cold to
carry.
Newcastle. That's it. So
Yes.
likewise, I have a band of very active people, very senior people, of course, and past JCs, and I don't have to teach the lessons of leadership. However, I'm here with two important people who have made a great research on leadership fundamentals, and I will tell the names of the two people who have designed one of the finest books ever created. That is the Leadership of Fundamentals. It is also called as Leadership Challenge. So today I'm going to make a presentation based on the paper published, the leadership paper published by two persons whose names are Posner and Krause. And they have made a research for 30 years. And it was about the fundamentals of leadership. So this is what I'm going to talk today, the fundamentals of leadership. Which
How do you spell them, sir? Spelling?
Am I audible now?
Yeah,
Yes,
spelling
you're
of those
audible.
two authors.
Yes, I'm coming to that. I'm going to deliver the subject leadership fundamentals and connect it to a concept which is called as Vangaurd leadership. And here, there's a saying which I would like to state here. Some people make vague marks in the street, whereas some people make firm footprints in the sense of history. You're all leaders and you know the concept. There are so many people who make firm footprints in the sense of history in their life, during their life, making firm achievements and firm footprints. Whereas some people make vague skid marks. Vague, you know, the meaning of the word, meaning vague means it is not firm. It is not fixed. It is not important. Vague skid marks in the sense of history. See, we want to turn ourselves as people who make firm footprints in the sense of history. And that's what we're going to navigate today. We have a session on defining the concept of leadership. We are all aware of it. We are aware of the definitions of leadership. But today, I'm going to give a thought on leadership, which is in some way, it is going to be different. We are going to identify 5 practices of effective leaders. And also we are going to recognize the qualities of effective leaders, And also we are going to evaluate the current leadership behavior and the opportunities for development. Now, these are my session objectives, the objectives of my presentation in this group. Now, leadership definition. Can anyone unmute and speak to me, because I want to make it interactive, because in Zoom we can make it interactive. Anyone can text or anyone can define the definition of leadership. Anyone? You're all leaders, you're all trainers also. I can see trainers also in this group. Anyone who can make a very brief definition for leadership?
Yeah,
you can try.
Taking the responsibility and moving from the front side, actually.
Wonderful answer, taking the responsibility and moving from the front side. Beautiful answer I received. Congratulations, because response is very important. I'm not talking to the laptop, but I'm talking to people who are listening to me. Thank you for the response. Can I hear from anyone else on the definition of leadership?
Yes, sir. Taking the team to reach the goal.
Taking the team along, right?
Yes.
Adding to that, taking the leadership with the team support and believe in the teamwork.
Fine. Believing in the teamwork. You always say teamwork makes dream work, right? So teamwork is equally important in leadership. Anyone else who would like to share?
Sorry, leadership
is the ability to influence people to willingly contribute. Leader should be able to impress upon the team, willingly contribute.
Somebody
Yes,
who is
sir.
taking ownership, accountability, and focus on the end goal.
Fine.
Team-
A
Accountability.
leader,
Yes.
sorry, leader is anyone who takes responsibility of finding the potential in
Yes.
people and process, and who has the courage to develop that potentials.
Yes. Okay, fine. I got a lot of response, and that is a signal that you are all listening to me. That is what I want. Yes. Here is a definition which may be familiar to all of you. Leadership is mobilizing the efforts and actions of others to achieve a common objective or a common goal. No, as JCs, you are all familiar with all these types of definitions. All these type of informations we know. Leadership is mobilizing the efforts and actions of others to achieve a common goal. Today, in fact, I'm going to speak the leadership aspect as far as an organization is concerned. Of course, developing the organization quality, developing these, strengthening the organization. In that way, I'm going to lead this discussion. Okay, this definition is, of course, very, very clear to all of you, right? I've already said there are two important persons. They are called as Krause and Postner. Krause and Postner, they are professors and they have made a research, and they were working in the university, which is called Santa Clara University of US. And Krause and Postner, they too, both of them have developed a great concept, and that great concept is called Leadership Challenge. And Leadership Challenge is a book that was made after a great research. It is a research paper, as it is said, as it is shown in the internet. They have taken more than 25 to 30 years for a research paper on leadership. There are so many thoughts. Am I audible, Srinivas?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There are so
Audible,
many
sir.
thoughts
Yes, sir.
and so many training programs you have all attended. I can see so many trainers also in this group. So you have attended so many training programs and also leadership programs and all. But today I'm going to focus my discussion on the research papers of these two distinguished people. They are from the Santa Clara University, and they have made a research paper. They took more than 25 to 30 years, and please believe me, they have made interviews with school teachers. They made interviews with the leaders in different political organizations, and it is written that they have made more than 1,000 interviews on the topic of leadership. And this is about things, making extraordinary things to happen in your life and career and in your organization also. I repeat that statement, based on making extraordinary things happen. No, we are all part of organizations, maybe in JCs, maybe in senior chamber, maybe in some other organization. One of the basic things that we talk in all areas of leadership, and that is about doing something extra. So doing extra is an important thing as today's. That is the order of the day. Suppose you are going for an interview in Tata Consultancy, maybe an youngster or a youth. You are going for an interview in Tata Consultancy. Suppose you are going for an interview for Infosys, or maybe you are applying for a job in some distinguished organization or company. The basic thing that they are going to check is what extra you can offer. The most important thing in life for any individual is what extra you can do. You may be an agriculturist, you may be a manager, you may be a professor, you may be a trainer, or you may be a business executive. In whatever area you are working, what extra things you can do. This is something very, very significant and very important. So in that line, these two distinguished people, they have made research, and there were about 75,000 responses on the research paper that was published in the year 1987. So they made a lecture in Santa Clara University. They were talking to business people about the leadership styles way back in 1987. But you must understand that in the year 2017, 2012, this book, or the latest book, or the book revised edition was made in the year 2012, and that book is called as Leadership Challenge. You can search the internet for a book on leadership challenge, and that book is in the name of these two distinguished people who have contributed to this paper, and that paper is called Leadership Challenge, which today I'm going to present it as Leadership Fundamentals. Krause and Posner, they were like brothers, working on a topic, and they have made the research paper, and there are 5 common principles of leadership. And these 5 principles of leadership that is considered to be the guiding principles of leadership. You are all leaders. I can see so many people here. You're all leaders, trainers. I can see trainers. I can see people who have been at the helm of organization. But here is something that will touch all of us. When you go into the details of the paper or the thoughts, 5 fundamentals of leadership in the book, in the revised edition that is in 2012 that was published, and this was translated. This book was translated, I think, to about 20 different languages. It's a concept focused on being sincere and also proactivity, and also recognizing the activities of people, appreciating the people. And these are some traits of leaders that you are going to experience. So let us navigate into this research paper of these 2 people who have been basically from University of US Santa Clara University. Respect. They are experts in the field of leadership, as already told. They are speakers, consultants, and they are published authors of so many books, and one of the books that is on Leadership Challenge. And they are creators of this concept, which is called as the 5 fundamental principles of exemplary leadership. Now, moving on to the next slide. I hope I'm audible. Are you all listening to me?
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes,
Am I audible? My sound is okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I hope I am audible, and the slides are visible also. Moving on, the 5 fundamental practices of exemplary leadership we are going to see. Here today is going on some leadership principles, and in one of the books, one of the headings I have read that honesty is the most important part of a respectable personality. Personality is a word that we always use. Personality is a word that you can define also in all the forums or in all the training field. We define the term personality. Can anyone define the term personality? Either you can text in the chat box, or you can unmute and speak few words on a few definition about. Yes, anyone? Personality.
Sir, it is mental growth, sir.
Yes. Anyone else would like to share?
It's not just the physique, but the attitude.
The mental attitude.
Yes. Personality is a word that we always use. We use it regularly. We use it in all occasions, different occasions. And that is a word that has been used every time. And according to the concept of personality is the sum of the impressions that you create upon others. SUM, sum. It is the sum of the impressions that you create upon others. And when the sum of the impressions for creating upon others, we have the following guidelines of exemplary leadership. One is called challenge the process. You know the meaning of challenge. Life is always a challenge. Taking up responsibility is a challenge. Putting your left foot forward forces you to put your right foot accompany. Unless you put your left foot forward, your right foot will not accompany. Challenging the process is very, very important. I just want to mention a person who was in charge of one of the, Delhi Metro, and he is a person who is respected as a management expert, and he's an engineer also. He is a person who has initiated Cochin Metro. He has completed the project of Cochin Metro in 4 years, and about 52 billion cost, and it was completed in 4 years. And Kochi Metro was a great achievement, and it is because of a great leader who was the chief of VMRC, the management personality, which we know, that is engineer. That engineer has made the Cochin Metro, completed all the project, and opened that project in 4 years, the fastest method and the fastest completed metro in India. And that is in just 4 years. The leadership of the person is always counted in response to the way in which the person challenged the process. The second one is inspiring a shared vision. We always speak about sharing and learning. In leadership, one of the points that Kause and Postner has suggested is to inspire a shared vision. Without sharing, without learning and sharing and learning, without conveying our message or sharing and acceptability, we cannot move forward. In the leadership, in the concept of exemplary leadership, inspiring a shared vision is the most important thing. And that is the second principle that is given in the 5 fundamental practices of leadership. And the third one, that is enables others to act, enables others to act. And the other people should also involve in the process. It is not the leader who is not doing the job alone. He is not accomplishing the task alone. And for with that, he has to enable others to act. And again, the most important thing, as all of you know, model the way. You see, all these words are familiar to us, but Kause and Postner has put in a different way, because something like modeling the way. Model the way. A leader always shows the way, goes the way, accompanies, and he's always in the front. He accompanies also. He's a person who can go the way and also show the way. It is put here as modeling the way. And that is the second part, the third or the fourth point of the fundamentals of leadership given by Kause and Postner. And next is enable others to act, enable
The heart.
encouraging the and that is a new method, new word, encouraging the heart. Of course, you can understand the meaning. It is basically appreciation. The deepest principle of human nature is appreciation. Whatever good things we do, we have to appreciate. We follow that in abundantly in all organizations. We are all heirs of a great tradition of JCs, and appreciation is the most important thing. We have many types of awards. As all of you know, awards at the state level, awards at the national level. Because we are all, many of us from JCs. And of course, we have a concept in JCs which is called as TOIP, 10 Outstanding Young Persons of India. TOIP in the way, that is TOIP. So likewise, we always appreciate the good work done by the people. TOIP is always done at the zone level also. Previously, it was the state level. And it has been done at the national level also. So here are the 5 fundamentals, which is called as exemplary leadership principles, which I also put it as transformational leadership. Kause and Postner has put it as transformational leadership. As all of you know, water is boiled to get the steam. The boiling point of water is 100 degrees centigrade. 100 degrees centigrade, those students of chemistry or physics, that water to boil, the temperature is 100 degree. And when I say 100 degree is the temperature at which water boils and steam is produced. Steam is produced at a temperature of 100 degree. You know the importance of steam. All of you, my dear friends, steam, what is the speciality of steam? Can anyone text or say What is the specialty, or what is the importance of steam, or what do you find in steam? What is the specialty of steam? Anyone? Steam, STEAM.
Physical properties.
Yes.
Changes physical properties.
There is a change in physical physics.
When steam,
Yes.
It's energy which
Yes.
produces and
Yes.
moves people.
steam will be converted as energy.
It's converted as energy, of course. Anyone else would like to say? Okay, steam is the most powerful state. I use a word here, and that word is called the most excited state. Excited means the most powerful state. You know, previously, years back, we had steam engines only. The train runs on steam. Even now, we have the in the cultural heritage city of Ooty to Metropolitan, we have a steam engine train. So even steam is so powerful. Steam has a lot of energy. Steam is the most powerful state. Steam can turn a turbine, and the turbine will produce the electricity. All electricity production is based on the production of steam. You know, in the case of thermal power plants, steam is produced. Thermal power plants, steam is produced, and the steam will turn the turbine, push the turbine, and when the turbine turns, electricity is being produced. So steam is a very powerful state. You know, when it is boiling, when water boils at 100 degrees, steam is produced, and steam is very powerful. Now I am asking a question to you. I am asking a question to the participants. What do you call water when it is at 98 degrees? Suppose water at 100 degrees it boils, right? You know, water at 90 degree, what do you call it?
Liquid.
It is liquid. Any other answer?
It is only hot.
Who said that? Wonderful. It is a trainer, man.
It's a hot water only.
It is just hot water. It is just hot water. But see, 98 degree water and 100 degree water has a marked difference, because that 2 degree makes all the difference. That plus 2 degree, that 2 degree is making all the difference. It is a small difference of 2 degree, but water will not boil at 90 degree. Water can boil at 100 degree. So that 2 degree is the most important thing as far as water is concerned, to be the most excited state. So what I am trying to tell you, that 2 degree extra should come. And that 2 degree extra comes, it is going to be perfect. And it is going to be the concept, or it is going to be aligned with the concept of exemplary leadership. So here, some principles or a new look at the leadership. Here, the 5 fundamentals, leadership fundamentals, we are having a new look of leadership, and a better way of understanding the concept. I will move onwards, move to the next slide. I hope it is clear. The 5 fundamentals of leadership as given after research by Kause and Postner. They are from US. They are part of the university also, and they have given these 5 basic concepts. So my dear friends, I will take these things one to one. Leader will always challenge the process. Challenge the process. What do you mean by challenge the process? There's a saying, without pain, there is no gain at all. We always hesitate to take up responsibilities. We always hesitate to take up assignments. And a leader always challenge the process. There is a person whose name is Einstein, Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein is a great scientist the world has ever produced. And he got a Nobel Prize. Einstein got a Nobel Prize. And that Nobel Prize is for the greatest discovery of the world. And that is called the relativity theory. And the relativity theory is still relevant, because that explains the basic concept of production of energy. because one form of energy is converted to energy, and energy cannot be destroyed at all. So Einstein has explained the great concept of energy E is equal to mc squared. So that itself says we have to challenge or take up the challenge, or leader always challenging the process, look for and accept challenge, taking up responsibilities. Now, I was talking about Einstein, who has given the relativity theory, but there is a very famous quotation of Albert Einstein, and that is about doing the same thing again and again and expecting the result is called insanity. I repeat that quotation because I use this quotation many times. It is applicable to all theories of leadership. It is applicable to all the theories of leadership, and also motivation. Motivation is also part of the leadership. And in all these things, he says, related to his concept, he says, doing the same thing again and again, and you expect a result, it is not possible. So every time you have to go or traverse on a new path, a new mechanism, a new ideology, a new path is to be opened, and that is looking for and accepting a challenge, a new methodology. Take initiative to find new opportunities. My slide is visible or not, Srinivas?
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
Taking initiative to find the new opportunities. And that is how a leader will challenge the process. Challenge means to take up the responsibility. Challenge is to penetrate. Challenge is to go deep into the topic. And challenge is to take pain and also suffering and all. And we always say the simple definition goes, without pain, there is no gain at all. It is a very simple concept that even a small child of 4 years can understand. Without pain, there is no gain. And taking initiative to find new opportunities. There are so many examples which I can provide, and all of them have succeeded. They became leaders only because of the pain that they have taken. There is a great lady whose name is Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa is basically from a foreign country, but this lady lived in Calcutta. You must know that she has offered her life and career for the needy people, the poor people, for the women who have deprived, who are marginalized. And she departed from this world. During her departure from this world, after her death, more than 110 nations represented her burial ceremony. That is the story of Mother Teresa. And Mother Teresa is considered as a great leader. And
Yes.
I will tell and answer why Mother Teresa is recognized as a great leader. A simple lady who lived in India and supported the needy people, the poor people, the downtrodden people, the marginalized people, offering her helping hand. And she always have taken up a lot of pain, sacrificing for the needy people, and also the spirit of love and the compassion for the needy people. Love and compassion are two words that is very, very important. We are all part of an organization called Senior Chamber. So in all the forums, I usually say we should have a word that you should practice. We should practice and we should speak in Senior Chamber also, because that word is called kindness. Kindness always matters. Kindness is a word that even a small child of 2 years can understand. A child of 1 year can understand the meaning of the word kindness. So I put it like this: kindness always matters. For Senior Chamber to grow, for Senior Chamber to come out ahead, we have to have that angle of approach, or that service framework. In the last regional conference we had at Tirur, and I spoke on that occasion. I said we are working on a framework, and that's a framework of service. A framework of service in the sense the rainbow bridge, where we go for artificial limbs, we go for wheelchairs, we go for government hospitals, we go for service to humanity, and that is how we market our organization. I speak about marketing of the organization also. So all these things are connected, all these things are interrelated. So take initiative to find new opportunities. We live in the 21st century. 21st century is the century of excellence. 21st century, as I told you, it is a century of excellence. And What is excellence? Excellence, it is continuous improvement. Improvement, continuous improvement, and consistent performance. These are all part and parcel of leadership styles. And today, I am on this topic of the leadership challenge, the 5 pillars of exemplary leadership. I'm only in the first step, and the leader will always challenge the process and take initiative to find new opportunities. Here again, whatever I talked, that is illustrated by this new point that is given in the pink color. Can you read that? The new one. Take
risk on new and
wonderful. I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know whether it is readable or not. Fine. Taking a risk on new and innovative ideas, that is very important. When I started the discussion, I told you I am connecting the leadership with organizational growth. I am connecting leadership with organizational quality, growth, and development, because I'm speaking as a national president of Senior Chamber, where we are looking forward for our growth and development. We're looking forward to increase our membership. There's a person whose name is called Stephen Covey. Stephen Covey, S-T-E-P-H-E-N, Stephen Covey, C-O-V-E-Y. He is a great writer. Stephen Covey has written a book. You know the name of that book, anyone? Stephen Covey is one of the prominent books written by Stephen Covey.
7 Habits of the Effective People.
7 Habits of Effective People. Thank you. It is Senior Jayesha. Thank you. 7 Habits of Effective People. If you have that book, you must read. It is available in all the bookstalls. Now, 7 Habits of Effective People. Stephen Covey speaks the first habit. First habit. Can anyone tell me the first habit? Stephen Covey. The first habit is proactive. Proactivity. P-R-O-A-C-T-I-V-E. Proactive. What is the meaning of proactive? It is the same thing here. Proactivity means leading the front, at the forefront, showing the way, leading the way. That is taking risk on new and innovative ideas. And that is a concept of proactiveness at the forefront. Being at the forefront, taking up responsibilities, taking up challenge. So taking risk is one of the first point, taking leadership, challenging the process. And again, establish challenging but realistic goals, new principles, new ideas. This is about leadership. A leader should challenge the process. Usually in my training sessions, I speak about contributing persons. I hope my words are clear to you all.
Yes.
Contributing person. It is a simple word. Are you a contributing person? How many of you raise hand? Are you a contributing person? Yes, 2 hands have raised. Yes, we should be a contributing person. It is said that for a contributing person, the first concept is he must have the authenticity in whatever field he is operating, authentic in his field of activity. When you are part of Senior Chamber, you must be authentic about the Constitution. You must be authentic about the policies. Authenticity, A-U-T-H-E-N-T-I-C-T, authenticity. And the second one we call about a contributing person, the quality or the characteristic of a contributing person is called the connectivity. C-O-N-N-E-C-T-I-V-I-T. Connectivity. What is connectivity? Connectivity is the communication part. For a contributing person, the connectivity is important. Connectivity part is important. And connectivity is connecting with the people is, of course, basically it is communication. And the third one for a contributing person is the productivity part. It is the achievement part, output part, productivity definition. Because of the lack of time, I'm not asking you to text or write in the chat box. Productivity means output. Productivity is the result. Whatever activity we do, whatever program we conduct, there should be productivity. If you conduct a seminar, there should be a productivity implementation. If you conduct a seminar on cataract surgery or prevention of cure and blindness, you should be able to conduct at least cataract surgeries for 1,000 people. Otherwise, there is no meaning in the seminar. If you conduct a seminar on cure of blindness or cataract surgery, it is not that you conduct 2-hour session on cataract surgery. After that, you must be able to touch 1,000 people, and 1,000 people should get the sight. And that is called productivity. Productivity is the output. Here, a leader will learn to challenge the process, and then only he will be able to reach his goals. Goal is always very, very important. Goal setting is an important topic. Goal is a source of energy. Goal is like a radar. Goal is like a compass needle which directs the aeroplane or the flight. The flight is going into the vast air. It is flying, but there should be a radar. The direction, the north-south direction, is applicable for a ship also. The direction, in which direction it is navigated. Goal is very, very important. So for a leader challenge the process, he must be able to have some realistic goals. Friends, I'm moving on to the next slide. This is the quotation I have used before. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting result is called insanity. What is the meaning of the word insanity? Insanity means you are doing a wrong thing, no benefit, no use, useless activity, absolutely waste. That is the meaning of insanity. You're doing the same thing again and again, and you expect some result. No, it is not possible. These are the words of the great scientist who brought Nobel Prize, and he says it is insanity. You all know the meaning of the word insanity. It is waste. It is absolutely nonsense. Fine. Now, the second part is a leader who inspires a shared vision. I hope the slide is very clear to all of you. He must be able to inspire a shared vision. I think this is a very, very important thing in all organizations. A leader must be able to have some vision, which is a shared one. The shared vision means sharing the responsibilities, sharing ideas, sharing new ideas. When we increase our membership, more ideas will come, more projects will come, more decisions will come. And when there are more decisions, more determination will come. And here is a concept of the shared vision. For any person, any organization to come out ahead, the most important thing is a shared vision. A leader, we are all leaders. We're all leaders. Of course, all of us as leaders. But the thing is that we should inspire. Inspiration, that is motivation. Inspiration is motivate. A shared vision. Shared vision is one of the best 5 practices of effective leaders in the great book. That book is 5 pillars of exemplary leadership by Kause and Posner, who are from US, who has designed the book after a research of about 1,000 people and more than 2 crores. So many books people have read. And it is one of the most read books. This book is called The 5 Pillars of Exemplary Leadership. So about this shared vision, imagine possibilities for the future. The future is very, very important. Possibilities for the future. Possibilities. What is future? How future to be created? What are the things we have to do? What are the possibilities for the future? That is the inspiring shared vision lead to creating our future. We always, JCs also, we have quotations like that, slogans like that: create your future, create your future. So creating for the future, the shared vision is there. Here is believe in ability to make our dream a reality. Can you see this slide? Hello, Srinivas?
Yes.
Yeah, the second one slide.
Yes, sir.
Visible.
Yeah, believe
So
in ability to make your dreams reality.
See, all these things are known to us. That's why I said bringing coal to Newcastle. Fine. This is something like a refresher for us to know certain things.
Yes,
Definitely it is a booster for us. Believe in the
Yes, sir.
ability to make the dream a reality. Everyone has a dream, and that dream will have to be a real thing. And to make our dreams a reality, as far as the organization is concerned, we must have a shared vision. I told you, I'm repeating. I'm basically talking about organizational growth. Organizational growth, because we are all part of organization. organizational leadership I am talking. Whatever I talk is also connected to organizational leadership. Courses and Poster has also focused on the organizational leadership, achievement of business people also. As I told you in the university, he spoke about, first we spoke to business people. So dream come true. There's a saying, the dream, dreams, for achieving your dreams, we have to do our best efforts. We had to work hard to achieve our dreams. And next is understand needs and dreams of others and enlist others' dreams also to be considered. And finally, in the shared vision, inspire others by presenting a compelling and enthusiastic vision of the organization. So this is about the second point I have made. That is about the book from Kause, that is Leaders Inspire a Shared Vision. Leaders always inspire a shared vision. And I'm moving on to the next. Leaders who enable others to act. These are all basic principles. No, it is leader cannot do anything alone unless he is able to make others to work on behalf of the organization. There is no result at all. There is no productivity at all. In organizations, in leadership, the role of a leader is to make other people also to work. There is a person whose name is William James. William James is a professor of the Harvard University, and he is known as the father of American psychology. The father of American psychology, his name is William James. And there is a great quotation I read between the lines when I speak about people, leaders who enable others to act. He says, the greatest discovery of my time is that people can change their lives by changing their attitude. What a beautiful quotation by William James, the father of American psychology, US psychologist, William James, who is a professor of the Harvard University. This quotation is very famous. It is at your fingertips. You can try this quotation in your internet. It goes like this: the greatest discovery of my time is that people can change their lives by changing their attitude. Attitude is one of the most important things for every person. You can see in organization, different type of people, different way of thinking, different way of actions, different way of approach. And here we have to enable others to act, because we have to bring them to our own shared vision and our activity and our focus. Understand that leadership is the result of a teamwork. I always say teamwork leads to dream. Our dream will also be a reality. Empower those involved to be successful. Every person to be involved in the activities of the organization. If you are called as a leader, you must learn that good practice of involving everyone. Empowerment is a beautiful word. Empower those involved to be successful, and establish trust and confidence within team relationship. And I hope this is something that is very, very, very important and interesting. In many of the forums, mutual trust is something that we lack. Mutual trust and confidence within the team relationship. And this is a basic cause to disintegration, the basic cause to destruction, the basic cause to disintegration, and also distress and negative side. And that is no confidence within the team relationship. And finally, we have using the term we rather than I or we. All these things you are familiar. So this is about leaders who enable others to act. We should make other people to work, other people to take up responsibilities, other people to work. There's a great principle in leadership. There is no leadership without delegation. There's no leadership without delegation. Delegation is a basic thing in a leadership. In Bangalore Senior Chamber, if you have 100 members, all the 100 members The grassroots members should be given a responsibility. That's why we are forming different committees. In JCs, we have done the committee system of functioning. Committee system of functioning, what is that? It is a concept of delegating responsibilities. If you have 40 members in your legion, everyone is given a responsibility. When a new member joins, they should be given a responsibility. And sharing the responsibility always make them work hard. So here I conclude on this topic. Leaders will enable others to act. And this is the basic principle. As you know, these are all things we know, but we should learn to apply. All these theories are very fine and nice, but we should learn to practice this when we talk about transformational leadership. These principles are also called as transformational leadership. I repeat the word transformational leadership. It is also called as leadership challenges. Now we are coming to the next one that is called leaders who model the way. Now this is a different type of usage, that we are not familiar in leadership classes, but they have given a different thought, different word in modeling the way. Model the way is the thing to achieve results or motivate other people to bring out the results, and a comprehensive understanding with the people who are working in the organization or in the group team. Set examples of excellence. A leader should learn to set the examples model. When I talk about leaders who set the example, I will always speak about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Abdul Kalam was a president of our country, a great leader, and he has set so many examples. He has set examples of excellence, I tell you. He was just a scientist, but when he became the president of our country, he has gone deep, his relationship with the masses, how he loved the children, how he is able to motivate the students, how he is able to motivate the youth, how he has gone into the grassroots. He always set an example. He is the only person in the country of India after Mahatma Gandhi. Wherever you go, there is a quote of this person called as Abdul Kalam. And there is a beautiful book written by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And that book is called Agni Charagal, which is in English, it is called Wings of Fire. Wings of Fire. That book is a small book. It is a great book that all of us have to read. If we have not gone through that book of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the former president of our country, must go through that book. That book cannot have 110, maybe maximum 120 pages. It is about the challenges he faced as an ordinary man, the challenges he faced as a scientist, the latest things that he had to face in his life and career as a scientist and in different departments. So what I'm trying to tell you, a person whose name is taught in all the forums, in the schools, in the colleges, in all forums, in all mics, in all forums. And what is the reason why? He has set examples. Setting example is very, very, very important. Setting an example is very, very important. We have so many leaders. We have political leaders. We are political leaders, but very many of the political leaders are not able to set an example. They may be successful as a minister, maybe sometimes. They may be successful as an individual. They may be successful in amassing wealth, but as a person, to get into the heart of the people, they are not able to do that. And for that, you have to set the example. Now, what is this? The second one. Modeling the way. Model means example. That is strength and commitment with actions that create progress momentum. So commitment is a beautiful word. Commitment is a word. I usually speak about commitment. In the dictionary, commitment has got 3 M's. COMMITMENT. That's a beautiful word that all of us should have it, right? All of us should have this word in our mind and heart. Commitment. If you don't have a commitment, you cannot be a good father. If you don't have the commitment, you cannot be a leader in a profession. If you don't have a commitment, you cannot be a good teacher. If you don't have the commitment, you cannot at all be a good doctor. If you don't have the commitment, you cannot be a good person. Commitment, I usually say, dictionary, there are only 3 M's in the word commitment. In the dictionary, for the word commitment, there are only 3 M's. But I tell you, my dear friends, in your dictionary, in your personal dictionary, commitment should have 4 or above. Let it be 5 M's or 6 M's or 7 M's or 8 M's or 10 M's. When the number of M's increase in your dictionary of commitment, definitely you are going to be a leader. You are going to make a difference. Only those people, I told in the beginning, some people make vague skid marks in the sands of history, whereas some people make very firm footprints in the sands of history. Mahatma Gandhi is a person like that. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is a person like that. And Mother Teresa is a person like that. They have made firm footprints in the sands of history. They have not made vague skid marks. No, not at all. Not at all. They have made firm footprints. So today, I just put the word commitment before you. In your dictionary, commitment should have 4 or more M's. Why? Because without that commitment, without that strong commitment, without that powerful commitment, you cannot be a leader at all. And that is about setting the examples, leaders who model the way. Consistently model belief and the values. Modeling the belief and the values. Always, I usually say, you must die for the values. Value is the most important thing. Now, for youth, values. Value education is very important. I'm an educationalist, I'm an academician, I was the principal of a college as I was introduced, and I work for the UGC University Grants Commission in the NAC assessment accreditation of colleges. And here all we talk about the value education, value systems, life skills and values. Values must be part of education, collaboration, and also partnership. Values is one of the most important word that is being discussed in the national education policy. You may have heard about India is proceeding with NEP 2020. It is a great educational program, a new insight to education in the country, right from the primary school to the college, post-graduation to research learning. And that is called NEP, National Education Policy 2020. In short form, we call it as NEP 2020. In NEP 2020, that focus on values, value education. Okay, I was talking about consistently model the beliefs and the values. So values, you must die for the values. As far as a leader is concerned, you must die for the values. Fine. Moving on to the next, I hope all of you are listening to me. I'm not hope it is relevant and okay, fine. Shall I move? Audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
Now here is a beautiful usage by our Kause and Posner. Leaders must encourage the heart. The meaning is very, very clear. What is that? It is always encouraging the heart. Can anybody assume? What do you mean by encouraging the heart?
Empathy.
Empathy?
Create passion.
Love and affection.
Yes.
Caring for others.
Absolutely. All these answers are correct because in one way or other, it is about appreciation and recognition. Encourage the heart is a different usage because I told you, my presentation, of course, the leader, you must be very careful when you speak about leadership fundamentals. Any trainer or any speaker who speaks about leadership must be very careful because it is a very, very common topic. It's a very common topic. But today, I have resorted to the two people, Kause and Posner, who have made a thorough research. And they have interviewed about 1,000 to 1,500 people. And what I could identify is that they made the research paper. Always the research is like that. Taking the feedback, taking the response from thousands and thousands. And in that only they created this beautiful book, the leadership fundamentals. Encouraging the heart. Let us see. What do you mean by encourage the heart? It is the greatest principle of recognition. As all of you know, the deepest principle. Audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
You're all listening? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are.
Fine. I'm happy now because I wanted to have a response. Recognize the efforts of others. Your deepest principle of human nature is appreciation. Am I right?
Yeah.
Appreciation. We have to appreciate the good works done by the people. We do that in abundance in all organizations because most of us are from JCC. It is applicable in Lions. It is applicable in our organization, not only in Lions or JCs or senior chamber. It is applicable in the schools, in the colleges. It is applicable in every walk of life, in business, in companies, in management organizations, everywhere. Recognizing the efforts of other people. And this is a boost to take responsibilities. More output, more productivity, more result. And this is the most important thing. I know personally, there are so many leaders I have seen in different walks of life, not only in organizations, I have seen in colleges, I have seen in educational institutions. I worked as a principal of a college for 5 years. After my retirement, I worked as principal of other college. I worked in other organizations also, other firms and all. But I have seen people who are not ready to recognize and appreciate. Appreciation is the basic principle. We always say, in our country, India, there is a ration card. Ration card is different types. Below poverty line, above poverty line, moderate people. There are 3 different colors of ration card in Kerala. When you go to a ration shop, you get rice, you get atta, you get wheat powder, you get sugar and all, And when you have 3 members in your house, you get 20 grams each for your husband, 20 grams for wife, and 20 grams for the child. So you may get totally 1 kilogram of sugar. So we always say ration. Ration means small quantity. Ration means simple. But in the appreciation, it should not be ration. It should be in abundance. I hope I am clear. It should not be ration. Ration is a word we use in India in ration shops. That is a ration shop where the things are being distributed by the government at a low price. Rice, cereals, powder, wheat powder, sugar, etc. Where we call ration. Ration means only small quantity. But for the recognition, it should not be small quantity. It should be in abundance. My point is very clear. Recognition should be done in abundance. So much of recognitions. Celebrate the success and milestones. Celebrating success is itself a success strategy. Celebrating the success is a strategy. And care and appreciate those who are supporting the activities. That is how we have promoting awards. In JCs, we have the award system. Senior Chamber also follows the award system. In all organizations, there are award systems. In all companies, there are award systems. A genuine care, appreciating the effort, that is very, very, very important. So this is about the topic that we have mentioned now, as it is shown in the slide. Leaders who encourage the heart, that is put in a different way by Kause and Posner. Now, qualities of effective leaders. Number one, as a risk taker. Effective leader must be a risk taker and he must be an accountable person. A risk taker, he must open to challenges. This is now consolidating our discussions before what Kause has said. Open to challenge. He must be able to put his foot forward, not going back, going forward only. Open to challenge, a risk taker, accepting diversity. Diversity means so many culture, different types, different attitude, different behavior, different methodologies. So we have to accept the diversity. So for a quality, one of the essential quality of an effective leader is accepting the diversity. When we have senior chamber, we have members in all walks of life. We have professionals, we have teachers, we have doctors, we have people who are in agricultural field. So we have people from Karnataka, we have people from Dubai, we have people from Muscat, we have people from Kerala. See, accepting the diversity is a signal, is very, what do you call it? It is synonymous with leadership, leaders. It should be future-oriented. See, this is also very, very important. Future, you have to create your future. Already I have mentioned about creating the future. A leader should learn to create the future. If I am the principal of a college, I must be able to focus on the future. We say focus for the future. I must have future plans about growing the organization, growing the membership, growing more students, more opportunities for students. So many seminars on different topics, seminars, campus recruitments, job opportunities I have to provide. So it must be future oriented, more infrastructure, more students. But I'm talking the point of as a principal, as an administrator, as a leader of an educational institution. You must be future oriented. Otherwise, there is no leadership at all. A leader should be able to look at the future, look towards the future. And again, collaboration. Now, these are very, very important words. I hope you are all listening to me. Collaboration is a beautiful word. In senior chamber also, we wanted to collaborate with people. I am part of the Lions organization. In Lionism, collaboration is so much. You know about CSR. What do you know about CSR? CSR is corporate social responsibility. You know that? CSR. There are
sir.
some organizations giving funds. State Bank is giving fund to Lions Club, State Bank of India. It is a CSR project of State Bank of India. Federal Bank is giving CSR fund. There are so many private organizations giving CSR fund. And as per the income tax rule, 2% of your income, if your annual income is more than 5 crores, the 2% should be utilized for good projects.
Okay.
So collaboration is an important word. Collaboration with other agencies, collaboration with other organizations is important. Collaboration has a different word, and that is called partnership. I hope you are able to understand. Are you all with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fine. Collaboration is also called partnership. Okay, team orientation. Teamwork is very, very important. Willing to delegating responsibilities. If you have 40 members in your legion, delegate the responsibilities. You must willing to delegate. You are not doing the job alone. You cannot do the job alone. You will never do the job alone. You must delegate responsibilities to other people. And that is what we teach in the JCs. That is called committee system of functioning. In the Lions Club also, there is committee systems. If you have 40 members, every member is part of a committee. Fine. The second one is accountability. Accountability. A leader must be a coach. Who is a coach?
Leader.
Coach is a leader. Fine.
No. Coach, the person who can handle the situation and hand in hand with the participant. He's called
Fine.
coach.
A coach
Yes.
is one who extracts the potential in a person, sir.
Wonderful.
Exactly.
I got it from Chengalraya. I got because a teacher always asks questions, but sometimes you may not get the correct answer. Sometimes you may have to direct to get the correct answer. But today I got the correct answer from Chengalraya. He's a very good student.
Yes.
What was it? Can you repeat? Coach.
No.
Who is a coach? You said the answer now.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Coach who
Hello? A coach is a person who is able to understand the potential of his team members. Yes, beautiful answer. Open to a change. Every time change is important. I started today with Einstein's quotation. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting result is insanity. So every time there should be change. You cannot traverse the same path. No, not at all. A leader must open to change. Creativity, of course, I don't have to elaborate on that. Innovative practices, passionate, enthusiasm is important, empowerment is important, and most importantly, confident. This last word, can you see? Confident.
is
Self-confidence. I use the word self-confidence. Self-confidence is a word that all of us use repeatedly. Self-confidence is a word that everyone in this group, now we have got only 19 members. Previously, it was 21 person has left. No problem. 1 person left. Self-confidence is something very, very important. many people lack self-confidence. It is said that self-confidence has got 3 legs. I put it as 3 legs of self-confidence. One leg of self-confidence, one point of self-confidence, that is starting with the word feeling responsible. That is called self-confidence. I was talking to you about the 3-leg stool of self-confidence. The first leg of self-confidence is feeling responsible. Now I come to the second leg of self-confidence, and that is feeling appreciated. When I'm taking a session on leadership, I must feel appreciated about myself. Otherwise, I cannot talk to you for 1 hour. Now, this is a 1 hour session. So I must feel feeling responsible. Number 2, the second leg of self-confidence. And the third leg of self-confidence, the third leg of self-confidence is starting with the word having the skills, the meaning of skills. Naipunyam, we call in Malayalam, Naipunyam, Kannada also, maybe the word Naipunyam is the same. So the 3-leg stool of self-confidence is feeling appreciated, number 1, feeling responsible, number 2, and the third one is having the skills. Yes, confidence, it is a quality of an effective leader. I hope my points are clear and you are able to digest and understand, because I am always trying to make it simple and easy to understand, even for a small child. Fine. This is about leadership is developed not all on a sudden. It is not in a day. It is a slow and steady process. Fine. Now comes the final part of my discussion. Leadership styles. All of you are leaders. All of you are past JCs. All of you have been attending so many leadership sessions. Now I am slowly moving to a new concept, not about Kause and Posner, but this is about a topic which is called Vanguard leadership. Vanguard, VANGUARD. How many of you know that Vanguard is a name of a car way back in 1945, produced by British company Vanguard? The car name, the automobile name is Vanguard. Vanguard has a meaning. Can anybody tell me the meaning of the word Vanguard? VANGUARD.
The meaning is leading from the front, sir.
Who said that? Leading from the front. Beautiful. Vanguard is always a person at the forefront, leading from the front. What a beautiful name given to a car way back. Now the car is not seen. Now Vanguard cars are not seen. Maybe in the museums it may be there, but nowadays the Vanguard car production has stopped. What a beautiful name given to a car. Vanguard coming in the forefront. I got a clear answer. I think it was from Srinivasa. In the forefront, leading from the front. And I'm coming to that part of my second part of my discussion, the leadership styles. The first one, a familiar name, that is called autocratic leader. The second one, or first one, is autocratic leader. Yes, we have the second part of our discussion, leadership styles. Who is an autocratic leader? He is a person concerned with systems and programs. He thinks high about himself. He always speaks and others have to follow. Whatever he says correct, and others have to follow. And I'm coming to this behavior of an autocratic leader. You have definitely seen autocratic leaders in your profession, in your family, in all your environment. You've seen autocratic leader. So this term is familiar to you. Let us analyze, because it is a learning process for all of us. Learning is till our departure from this world, till our death, we are learning. Of course, this is familiar to you. Leadership shall be autocratic. Autocratic leader keeps information close to his chest, because I am the boss. I am the leader. I know everything. Others are ignorant. They don't know anything. They have to follow me. I am giving them the directions. I am the chief. I am the captain. I am the leader. And all of this have to follow. There is no sharing. There is no sharing of thought. There is no delegation. All those things we discussed in the 5 fundamentals of Hosea and Posner, not at all applicable to these people. And they are one-way communicators. They are no trust in the followers. Can you see? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
They have
Yes,
no
yes,
trust in
yes,
the
sir.
followers. I am the boss. I am giving you the directions. I am the boss. And I can motivate you by fear. If you don't do that, you have to face so many challenges. If you don't do that, you have to face this. Motivating by fear, that is not motivation at all. It is creating a fearful environment that doesn't work. Emphasize strict control, very strict control should be there, discipline should be there, but more control means it will not work in the 21st century. In the current time, it is not possible. Yes, all these are characteristics of autocratic leader. Fine.
Yes.
Now comes the second one. That is called democratic leader. All of you are familiar with this. Am I right? Democratic.
Yes, sir.
Who is a democratic leader? Hello?
Who shares everything. Yeah, who believes in others' capacity.
Yes.
And
Who listens to the minority also.
Listen to the minority also. Beautiful answer. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Fine. Let us see the characteristics or the behaviors of a democratic leader. Do you belong to this category? How many of you belong to this category? Democratic. So many hands raising. Fine. Let's see.
Yes, sir.
Let us see detail. Then we can finalize. People conscious. Beautiful. People conscious. Two-way communicator. Right?
Yes. Yes,
They
sir.
listen to people. They understand the feelings of the people. Please mute. They will understand the feelings, and this is called a two-way. Trust the followers. Sometimes this is dangerous. Trusting the followers. Trusting the followers blindly. Sometimes it leads to problems, right? Okay. Then motivates, recognizes, and appreciates and praises. Visible? Audible? Because my internet is weaker now. Okay, flexible. Some sort of flexibility required. Open to feelings of the group also. Open to feelings of the group. That is a democratic leader. Okay, now we have seen the democratic leader. Democratic leader. Dr. Shivakumar raised the hand. Anything you want to say?
Oh, Shivakumar,
Dr.
sir.
Shivakumar.
Shivakumar Matali.
Raise your hands, you tell me no, sir. That's why I raised the hands.
Okay, no problem. Fine.
Okay.
This is about a democratic leader. I think, yeah.
Sir, he carries the people along with him.
Fine. Wonderful. Carry the people along with them. Democratic leader carry the people along with them. Okay, all these are known to us. I told you these are all new things. They are not new things familiar to all these. Of course, this is something like a refresher to ponder upon and also to revise, because we are utilizing this time to listen to some ideas and also to have some more insight. Fine. The next is laissez-faire. Now that's a different term that we use. Laissez-faire. Laissez-faire leader. Laissez-faire leader. He is a person who listens to everyone, give people their own way. People their own way. He will say what Srinivas is saying is correct, and what Shivakumar is saying is also correct, and what is Chengalrai says is also correct. All of them are telling correct. In that category comes laissez-faire. Suppose in your general body, you discuss about going to a tour.
Non-interference, sir.
Suppose you are going for a tour. The president says, we'll go to Kodaikanal. And somebody says, no, we'll go to Uti. And now the president says, okay, we'll go to Uti and we'll go to Kodaikanal, and there is a laissez-faire leader. But ultimately, there is no Uti and there is no Kodaikanal. So there is a laissez-faire leader. Give people their own way. Fine. Listen more than speaks. A laissez-faire leader always listens, and he trusts in followers blindly, and that is a very dangerous situation. And no encouragement to people. He only listens. He only trusts people. No leadership, no action. He trusts everyone, trusting people, and very lenient man. He's a very lenient man. He goes by the words of everyone. If there are 40 members, he goes by the words of every member. Very lenient man. And that is the second one. Third one. Okay. Now, friends, you have seen three types. First,
Yes, sir.
autocratic.
Autocratic,
Second,
democratic, and
democratic.
yes, sir.
What's the third one? It is laissez-faire.
Laissez-faire.
Now, I have a question to all of you. Which one is the ideal style of leadership? Which one is the ideal style of leadership?
Democratic. Democratic.
Yes, democratic. Somebody said democratic.
Yes. And
Depending
Democratic.
upon the situation, depending upon the people, depending
Depending upon the people, Senior Jayasha says, depending on the people.
circumstance.
Any other answer? Who said that? Speak louder.
Single
Louder.
mute ಮಾಡಿ single.
Senior Siddhagangaya, yes? You said something?
No, nothing.
Okay, fine. Which, my question is very clear. We have learned three styles: democratic, autocratic, and laissez-faire. And my question is very simple. Which one is the ideal style of leadership? Many say democratic. But my answer is different. My answer is a combination of autocratic, democratic, and laissez-faire. Sometimes you have to be very lenient, laissez-faire. Sometimes you have to say what Shivakumar says is correct, what Siddhaganga says is correct, what Shivakumar says is correct. Everything is correct. Sometimes you have to say. Sometimes you have to be autocratic. Sit down, you say they have to sit down. Sometimes you have to be very powerful and autocratic. And sometimes you have to be very democratic. So the combination, what is that? The combination of the three styles, which is considered to be the ideal, real style of leadership. That is to repeat, sometimes autocratic, sometimes democratic. As Senior Jayasha said, depending on the situation, you have to change your role. Am I right? Sometimes you are autocratic, sometimes you are democratic, and sometimes you are laissez-faire. All the three strategies in one individual, depending on the situation, depending on people, if you can practice this, and that is what we are coming. That is called what? The combination is called
Vanguard.
The combination is called the beautiful card named Vangaurd leader.
Vanguard.
So a Vangaurd leader is a business leader
Yes.
who is able to practice autocratic, at times democratic, at times laissez-faire. The three methodologies together is blunted in a single individual, depending on the situations, depending on the environment. You have to be a combination of all these. And that is considered to be the real style, actual good style of leadership, which is called combination. And that's what we have come to the final part of my presentation, the Vanguard leader. And I have given the name, the photo of the car, the beautiful car, the old car in the 1940s, 1950s, Vanguard car.
1960s and 70s.
1960s Vanguard car, beautiful car at that time. Now it is not there. So Vanguard leaders are well equipped for modern business environment. There, there is a concept VUCA. This is not my time to VUCA means VUCA business means volatile, uncertain, complex, and because nowadays 21st century, our business strategy is VUCA. You know, VUCA stands for volatile. Your business is volatile. Your business is uncertain. Your business or your marketing is complex and ambiguous. That is called VUCA. VUCA is another training topic which I am not going. But in the current time, in all your business, in all your endeavors, in all the organizations, this practice should be there. And Vanguard leader. Now, let us see the behavior of the Vanguard leader. Clear? What is that?
Yes.
Uses?
Combination of all styles.
Combination of all these
styles.
styles.
Yeah.
Uses each style according to need and behavior of the members. And this is also called a collaborative style of management. I hope my message is very clear about the Vanguard leader. Vanguard leader uses a combination and use each style according to the need and behavior. And I call it as a collaborative style of management. All the three different styles, depending on the situation, depending on the environment. Environment may be a correct, better usage. Environment may be the right usage. This cannot be done all on a sudden. This quality will not come to you all on a sudden. It requires practice, 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 and practice. Practice always leads you to perfection. You cannot be a good leader, practice it today, and tomorrow you are going to be. No. There is saying Rome was not built on a day. The people of Rome says, Italy people says, Rome was not made in a day. It is a phrase, maybe you have heard about this phrase. Rome was not built on a day. They say we have taken 707 years to build the Roman Empire. We have taken more than 7 centuries, 707 years to create the Roman culture, the Roman symbolic, the Roman system, the Roman leadership, the Roman culture. It was not come all on a sudden. The Romans the Roman culture is one of the oldest systems, oldest culture, and they always consider it as very important. And this is a common phrase we use in English. Rome was not built in a day. It has taken so many years. So this Vanguard leadership will not come all on a sudden. That requires practice and practice. So in organizations after this, we have come to senior chamber. And of course, learning is a continuous process. Till our departure from this world, till our death, learning is important, my dear friends. I hope in our senior creed also we say age is only a number for the record. And that man cannot retire his experience, that he must use it responsibly and actively, and we must be a paragon of perfect citizenship. That is what the senior creed that we preach every day, we read every day, the beautiful senior creed which all of us speak about. And here it doesn't come all on a sudden. It requires practice, practice, and practice. Fine. What is a Vanguard leader's behavior? Can you suggest some points? I want some response to. Based on our discussions in the last 35 minutes, can you give some points? What is a Vanguard leader's behavior? I need some response, please.
He is a situation leader.
Wonderful answer.
Selfless.
That is a great words of a very senior Prasad ji, past president, Bangalore. Thank you. Great words of wisdom. Thank you.
And committed.
Yes. Yes, you can share.
Failure, he has to take the blame. Success, he has to share.
Yes. Fine. I need responses, please. Okay, let me come to the Vanguard leaders' behavior. Number one, knowledge. Knowledge is the beginning of everything, This is the most important. Knowledge, skills. There are 3 types of skills, basically social skills, number 2, emotional skills, and the third one is called thinking skills. Now the youth should be empowered with all the skills. Social skills. In organizations we teach and we learn social skills, then emotional skills, then thinking skills, There are so many things. I mean, skills can be again divided into so many indicators. So many other skills are there. Okay, attitude is always important. Attitude makes a magic wand. A magician. You have seen magicians. A magician always he carries a magic wand. What do you call it? Magic wand. WAND. Magic wand. Attitude makes a magic wand. It is like a magician's wand. What do you call it? Is it a rod, or it is like a string or a towel? We call magician's wand. Attitude makes magic wand. Your attitude determines your altitude. The attitude is a reflection of your personality. How you greet other people, how you talk to other people, how you share your feelings, how you interact with people, how you respect the seniors, how you say namaste, how you say good morning. All these illustrates your personality. Attitude makes a magic wand, like a magician. Fine. Vanguard leaders' behavior is a good example, of course.
A good example.
Keep the people informed. Visible? Srinivasa, can you see?
Yeah, yes,
Fine.
sir.
Keep the people informed. Delegate
Yes.
the responsibility.
Yes.
Listening is a skill.
Attentively. Yes.
Listening, it is a leadership topic. Listening. In listening, we call it as a fad of listening. FAD. Fad. Fad of listening. Focus your attention. For F stands for focus. A stands for attend carefully. D. The
Adopt.
third D.
Adopt and adapt.
D. D stands for you derive the results, you derive the conclusions. Okay, that is a fad of listening, gives recognition, and you must be a gentleman. Okay, Vanguard leader is a gentleman. Now, these are the Vanguard leaders' behavior, right? I hope it is very clear. Make proper decisions. Decision making is equally important. Decision making also. All these are Vanguard leaders' behavior. Okay. Can I proceed to the next?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fine. Elements of distinction. See, there are pseudo leaders and there are Vanguard leaders. Let us see the difference fast. I'm coming to the final part. Don't worry. Pseudo leader, focus on position. You know what is the meaning of pseudo? Pseudo means acting. No, it is not a real situation. Pseudo is an imaginary situation. It is not an ideal situation. Pseudo leader focus on position. He controls. He finds himself an authority. He keeps the power. And that is about the pseudo leader. He gives always orders. Right? He scares people, frightens people. Pseudo leader frightens people. He relies on reputation. His name is important. His name is important. And this is a pseudo leader. Now come a Vanguard leader. He believes in action. Action is important. Result is important. Productivity is important. Action, result, productivity, fine. Support. Supporting other people. Mentor is a great concept. Who is a mentor? Mentor is a trusted guide. You know that? Mentor? There is some disturbance, please. Please mute them. Who is a mentor? My question.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Who molds people?
Is
Who
it
molds his
Yes.
followers?
who molds it, or a teacher?
Yes.
A teacher. Teacher is a
Mentor. Mentor is a trusted guide.
Who gives directions, right directions.
Right directions. Mentor is a trusted guide and a counselor. I repeat, a mentor is a trusted guide and counselor.
Right.
You must have a mentor. Everyone, yes, you have a mentor.
Unbiased. Unbiased.
Do you have a mentor? Everyone should have a mentor. A mentor can be a junior also. Mentoring is a leadership topic. Mentoring is there in all banks. In Federal Bank, there is mentoring. In all organizations, in colleges, there is mentoring. In schools, there is mentoring. In Lions Club, there is mentoring. Every organization has mentoring. Okay. He should empower people.
He makes our goals to reach.
Yes. And he gives a lot of input also. And this is about the Vanguard leader. Inspire people. Fine. Inspiring people. And these are the areas of distinction. Fine. I have come to the final part, friends. Today, we have defined leadership. We have seen different styles of leadership. We have seen about the Kousi-Posner theories on leadership, which is called as basic fundamentals of leadership, which we call as the transformational leadership or leadership fundamentals, 5 pillars of leadership. It was a new approach given by Kousi and Posner, which is a different type of approach than the normal leadership definitions and methodologies we have seen. We have identified the 5 practices of leaders. Also, we have seen the Vanguard leader, autocratic, democratic, and the laissez-faire. We have recognized the qualities of an effective leader. And most importantly, we have evaluated the current leadership behaviors and target opportunities for development, which is applicable in senior chamber. Fine. Whatever I talked is in connection to our organization, leadership of our organization, and the productivity from our organization. So that is all. I conclude. Thank you very much for your patient listening. We have 15 members now. I expected more. There is no problem. Anyway, thank you so much.
Excuse me. Can you go back to the Vanguard leadership presentation?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. It was one of the best session we had, and very in detail about the leadership. Actually, now it's open session. Dear participants, it's open session actually now. Please unmute yourself. It's open session. Anything clarification with the hello?
Yes.
Open session thing. Okay. Now, hello.
Ready.
Any clarification?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Guru
Guru Prasad.
Guru Prasad. Please be quick.
I'm Senior Guru Prasad, IPP of this region. And we are happy to hear our MP, chemistry professor, on chemistry of leadership. Okay. We had excellent live presentation by him. But in this connection, I wish to know his opinion about the situational leadership. See, I'm a really I'm a strong believer in the situation because leadership will be created out of the situation. So I wish to know by your experience and your exposure, your view on this, please. Yeah. Please, sir.
Yeah, this is theory. Theory and practice is always different. It's always easy to give advices, but practicing is very difficult. And here, these things are the theories, but I tell you, the 5 principles of leadership that is being made from a research of these people, and of course, that has been derived as a research paper, not as some points coming from the mind of a person, and that has come as a research paper. So always, the theories are always fine, but when we come to the real life, you will face a lot of challenges. But without theory, you cannot survive in this time. You cannot survive in this time with a strategy. There is a simple saying: when if there is no clear water in the tap, you will not get. If there is no clear water in the tank, you will not get clear water from the tap. Whatever is in the tank, it will percolate down to the tap. So the tank should be filled. The tank should be filled with clear crystal clear water, then only you will be able to receive the crystal clear water from the tap. So my point is, all these theories you must practice, you must have it in your computer, and then you will be able to practice the best of your ability. Based on situations, it may change. Based on situations, definitely you have to use your own common sense and your own wisdom. That's why when I started the session, I said practice leads you to perfection. Practice, practice, and practice. Without practice, you cannot be perfect. And as I said in Rome, Rome was not made on a day. Rome was built not on a day. All these are situational. Even there is a topic on situational leadership. Situational leadership. We have covered a topic in a different way, but as you said, there is a situational leadership that is related to your common sense, your wisdom, and how much of materials are you have deposited in your tank. Did I answer your question? Because your question was not audible to me. However, I have tried to give you an answer.
You're definitely near to my point. So I just wanted to, your opinion. The leadership, depends upon the situation. The leader will be created out of the situation. That's what my stress was.
Yes, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Guru Prasad. Anybody is there? Okay. We will move on to this felicitation. It's over to MR Jayesh sir. Jayesh sir.
So thank you, Chairman Srinivas. Your effort has brought our national president to this training seminar. I really compliment you. And
Thank
also,
you,
I thank our national president for sparing his time in spite of his busy schedule. And he has definitely the clarity of thought and the purity of mind. And he is very, very clear. You could see his commitment. Whatever he said, 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it is abundant. So that is exhibited. And he has given a very different dimension by bringing those professors and this Vangaurd leadership. And definitely the leader, his character should be worthy of emulating, and he should set an example. He should be able to willingly make others work for the cause or whatever it is. So that way our leader is making his mark, and his commitment towards the community is abundant. And that way we are fortunate, sir. Thank you very much for your presence.
Thank you.
I know the number is very small in spite of our best efforts. I should say, even I have called some people. Even I also failed, except our NGB. I should thank Ajit Kumar, our National Vice President. He was present, and I thank him, and I thank all of you. Anyway, sir, effort is there. Of course, result, at least those who are present, they got the benefit of it. And I compliment Srinivas, our Bangalore, and all the persons who have participated, and thank the national president especially. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Jayesh sir. Now it's over to our Shiv Prasad, past MVP. Shiv Prasad sir. Unmute Morkodi. Unmute.
You are unmute.
Shiv Prasad. Unmute.
Good evening, everybody, sir.
Yes,
Good evening,
yes.
sir.
But this section was very good, sir. We briefly enjoyed our leadership, how to create a leadership, and what are the duties of the leadership. This is very good, very, very fantastic. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Even you are very busy this year. You have made our dream true.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I think Basaraj Mudbagi is there. Basaraj Mudbagi is one. Okay. Then Satish Kumar from Devanagari Legion. Is he there? Or Kempanna President Siddhaghatta Legion. Okay, anyhow. Okay, sir. Now, closing remarks by the chairman. Okay, over to R.V. Bhaskar, President. Okay, please.
Sir, what I propose, when the NP speaks, all the NVP should log in, sir. That will create a more vibrant.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Because NP is at the helm of affairs. If all the NVPs, about 10 to 15 of them rope in, it will be a
Yes,
fantastic.
yes.
I suggest that in the ensuing
No, all NGB members.
webinars, if NP is
Bhaskar.
there, his team must be there.
Bhaskar, all NGB members.
All NGB means it will be
all
85.
NGB.
Anyway, suggestion is well taken,
No, at least
Bhaskar.
NVPs.
Same applies to us, sir. Same applies to us.
Yeah,
you.
NVPs is far better, practical.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you
Yes,
for your session, Mr. President, sir. Even I too also agree with you. Of
Yeah.
course, in not only NVPs or NGB, even our own members there, actually, what
Correct.
Jesha said is correct. Very good knowledge today we gained about the leadership, but those who are present, they gained the knowledge. Yes, again, okay. As a closing remarks, of course, is a very vast subject regarding Vanguard leadership. He given about the vehicle also, the car also, and what is Vanguard? It is quite fast one, quite
Vanguard
elaborated.
is later 60s and early 70s car.
Yes, correct. He has given our NP sir has given very good examples. Finally, the leadership, autocratic and democratic leadership, and three types of practice like that regarding pseudo leader and Vanguard leader, like so many examples. Very we can say we those who are present here today in this webinar, they got very good knowledge about the leadership. Yes, sir. Okay. Now we are coming end of this program. Now I request over to Dr. Shivkumar for vote of thanks. President Vijaypura region, Dr. Shivkumar.
Okay, sir. Good evening to all. It's a great privilege to thank today's trainer and our dynamic leader of Senior Chamber International President, Senior Professor Varghese Vaidyan, sir. Really, you are enlightened all the participants, sir. Thank you once again, sir.
Thank you.
I thank today's chairman, Srinivas sir, and the host president, Bhaskar sir and team. And I extended my vote of thanks to our national director, Jesha sir, post national vice president, Shivprasad sir, NGB members, and all the leaders of Senior Chamber International. I thank all the participants of this webinar. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, thank
Thank you. Even we also thank you, sir, for your active participation.
Sir.
And Dr.
Yes, sir.
Shivkumar, sir, thank you very much. Now, in end of this program, Senior KN Srinivasa, Chairman Training Secret and Vice President Training, Bangalore region, adjourning today's wonderful 7th TPA training program. Good night and Shubhratri.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Good night, sir. Good
Thank
night.
you. Thank you all. Thank you for your
Thank you, sir.
participation.
Thank you, NP sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, NP sir. Thank you.
Senior Srinivasa, you have
Yes, sir.
recorded this, no? Recorded
Yes,
this.
sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
the
Yes,
link,
sir.
please send
Yes,
me
sir.
the link also
Yes.
Yes, sir.
from
We
your
will-
laptop.
Yes,
Link,
yes, sir.
please send it to me.